we go. Greg Oaks are ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. They'll run. This is McLaughlin. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A run now with McLaughlin. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. And another first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it. So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Right to the air is Richardson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Carrington Valentine. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. Riley Patterson now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go, start.
From the gun, Richardson. He's got a receiver wide open, left side. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
First down.
19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Ready?
Richardson to throw it here on first down. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. How about this one, too, to start the drive? Mark him off with a gain of 24 and another first down.
Travel like a Ron, I'm a traveling man. LAX out the Baltimore, they landed in France.
Got ready?
Out of shotgun, Richardson. Forced out wide. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
On the run to the right. He'll take off again.
Yeah, that's a nice job. He's out of the pocket. He knows he doesn't need all that much for a first down. He's able to tuck it, get out of bounds, and keep this drive alive.
Set to go now on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
The RPO, that one is complete. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal.
6-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Now think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identify.
And he will power his way into the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Lions. That's his third rushing touchdown of the year. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Lions will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there. From the 39, here's a first and 10. A run here, it's McLaughlin. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
Completes this one. That's Christian Watson. Down the right sideline. And he will go all the way. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Patterson now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Packers will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And when we talk about momentum and trying to stop negative momentum, it's moments like this. Not only did you just give up the big score, but now, Greg, They've got to get that defense back on the field after the fumble.
Yeah, and on one sideline, you're riding high. I mean, the last two plays could not have gone any better. And then on the other sideline, they couldn't have gone any worse. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's a run. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4.
A gain of 5 brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Inside the 5, it is second and goal. Rockland. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now third and goal.
Third and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. Out to his right. That is caught side of the end zone. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Green Bay. His 4th TD grab of the season. Extra point by Patterson is good. And the Packers will take a 21-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
28-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
On first down, it's Richardson. The ball comes out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
On first and 10, here's Richardson. And he's open middle of the field. It is caught. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Seven Pirates.
Richardson to throw here on first and 10. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11. At the Packers' 36-yard line.
Mustang 19. 60 Bobcat. 60.
Throwing on second down. Richardson. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a
You call being fearless. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big-time play to secure that one.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
It's Horton on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 6-yard line.
Ready, break. 60 Bison. Let's go now. 19 Tiger. Go street. 70 Ranger. Chap.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Packers on top, and we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Lions ball to begin this second quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 6 to begin.
Come on.
To throw, it's Richardson. And he's in. Touchdown, Detroit.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed him. In this game, it looked like he was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's to the sideline and intercepted.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Here we go. Go.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Track 60.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And he'll take this past the 30. A gain of 6, mark it at the 31.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd down and 3.
Here we go. Set. Go.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Dominique Hampton there to bring him down.
Brings up 3rd down
3rd and 2. Here we go.
Come on. Ready.
Richardson to throw. And we try to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
At the 34-yard line.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at the
They get 18 on the pitch and catch. First down, Packers. Give up the middle, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. He'll drop to throw. No chance at all. He'll go down.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Patterson's kick is good. And the Packers going to extend their lead. It's now 24-14.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Let's go.
Richardson going to look to throw. That's caught by Gibbs. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It is a big play there for the Lions. 31 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide-open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Lions first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
A chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal.
Go.
Here's Richardson. A big mistake. It was first and goal, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Like, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
He'll swing this one out to McLaughlin. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down. Here's first and 10. Now give on the ground. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I continue in just a moment. Right back to him on first down. Gets to the edge at the 30. big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And, Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
It is 2nd and 9.
Here we go, set.
Throwing is Richardson. He'll go right and find his running back. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Here's Richardson. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, we sit here all the time. We try to break down why certain plays work or don't work. Well, this one's not real tricky. I mean, he just simply needs to catch the ball. I mean, that close to the first down chain, he just catches that ball and turns upfield. They extend this drive. He's got to come over to the sideline, take a deep breath, tell his guys, hey, man, that's on me. And he's got to go out and make that next play because his team's going to need him to play better as the rest of this game continues.
On the carry, here's Israel Anaconda. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Here's a 3rd down and 4. He'll look to throw. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Now Richardson. Flush to his right. To the right side here. Pass is caught. The Lions call their first timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Come on. That's Mustang 19, Tiger 19.
Now Richardson. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready?
They'll go play action. It's Richardson. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Now a timeout signal form, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
41-yard line.
You just love to see this effort, especially on third down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
That is brought in to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Lions.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
Bates now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Lions are able to cut the deficit to 10.
31. Lions 21.
3 seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. This taken at the 5. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. A return now from the 4. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
On the ready.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 9. A run here with Gibbs. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down, Detroit.
Hold the snap.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now let's go.
From the gun, Richardson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and
19, 70, 70 Lions, Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
Out of shotgun, Richardson. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. From a couple yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8.
Buffalo 8, let's go now. Ready?
Looking to throw. Richardson. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. Good for a Lions 1st down.
Ready?
Richardson. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And it's going to be first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
That's another Detroit Lions first down.
Let's go.
First and goal at the
Panther
5-yard
60.
line.
Panther 60. Ready.
Here's Jacobs. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Here's another shot from the 6 at second and goal.
Come on, come on. Set.
Throwing, Richardson. Forced out wide.
Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn it to a runner. They get to him quickly. Picks up a couple yards, but not enough now. Brings up third down.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Detroit. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Running from the pistol with Abonaconda. They'll give him about 4 here, up to the 27-yard line.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Here's second and 6. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. On the ground, it's Abonaconda. And he's going to have a Packers first down as the tackle is made right at the 36.
A gain of 9 yards. The Packers first down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Packers.
Now they'll set up to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Tucker Kraft was the intended receiver there. It's second down.
Quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius. Unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community, Mike.
A run here with Abonaconda. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Green Bay first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
They'll look to throw. Moving outside the pocket, and he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
You have to wonder, Mike, how are those previous mistakes he made earlier in the game still lingering in the back of his mind? You can tell he's being a little bit more conservative. He doesn't want to risk throwing a third interception and kind of just throws this one away.
Moving to his right. That one on target to Watson. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 42 yards.
7-yard line.
A run on 1st and goal. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another shot. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop him for no gain at the full. 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll run. And he's going to be stopped. He gets 2 down to the 2-yard line. But now it's 4th down.
2-yard gain.
That one didn't have a chance, Mike. They do a great job of getting penetration, clogged up the run lanes, and now this offense has a decision to make here on 4th down.
The offense staying put. 4th and goal from the 2.
Let's go now. Bring it.
They'll try to run. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on down.
These are the opportunities when they present themselves, you have to capitalize. And in this case, it was the defense that forced the turnover on downs and kept them out of the end zone.
Go.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
That is on the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw, it's Richardson. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. They face 2nd down and 7. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. And it sets up 3rd down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Oh, he won't get there. Looking for a touchback lane. It never opened up. And now it's 4th down. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. So now, pressure situation for Riley Patterson. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Forced to his right. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Let's go.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. And this one is caught, but momentum, that'll take him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Could not get himself turned upfield.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
He'll drop to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
2nd down and 8. A handoff as they try to run it here. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll run. This is McLaughlin.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
So now, pressure situation for Riley Patterson. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. Now return coming from the 7. And a decent return there He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
On first down, it's Richardson.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
This one complete, right side. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 19 in the air. First down, Detroit. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
50-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Richardson to throw. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 32.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Packers have it. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Here comes a return from the 3. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
34-yard line.
Okay, break. Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. Now a shot here, deep middle. And that is incomplete.
So at this point in the game, Mike, offensively, I think for the offensive coordinator and the quarterback and everyone, they're just trying to build on something. Can you generate an explosive play? Can you bring just a little bit of energy to the huddle and to the sideline? Because throughout most of this game, not a whole lot's gone right.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, here we go. Viking, 18, count.
Here's Richardson. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Down. 70 Timberwolves.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's caught. Left side, it's complete. And he's going to have a Lions first down. Gonna have it by plenty. Huge gainer on fourth down.
At the 14-yard line.
Cup 19! Cup 19!
Here's Richardson. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Carson Schlesinger. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 6.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
A run now with McLaughlin. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Here's a 2nd and 6. On the ground, McLaughlin. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
A run here. It's McLaughlin. And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
Wow, a little change of play call here, and that's typically not what we see at this down and distance. That's typically a passing down, Mike, but they catch the defense off guard, keep the ball on the ground, and they're able to pick up enough for the first down.
Second and 11.
60 Bison! 60 Bison!
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the visiting Packers. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. Good night, everybody.